From an icon that's literally 1 pixel off to a spelling mistake that's been in the game for over a decade, here are 31 geometry dash things that you won't be able to unsee. Everyone hates bush spikes. I mean, you don't even die if you hit their top half. But did you know that each version of these spikes has a different hitbox? And to make things worse, their hitbox doesn't even correlate to their actual height or size, with the second shortest one having the tallest hitbox. No wonder I always die to these. You've probably looked at the difficulty faces a billion times, but what you probably didn't notice is that on the insane face, the left eyebrow is a bit larger than the right one. However, this may not actually be a mistake since it kind of resembles Dwayne Johnson. But I bet you never noticed that the map packs icon actually has the wrong difficulty color. Because if you look closely, you'll see that the pink folder has the easy face, blue has the hard face, and yellow is the insane face. This would literally be such an easy fix. Just cycle them all one clockwise. Maybe I should have designed the game myself. Never mind. The sneak peek for the 2.2 main level dash uses a spider portal as the swing copter portal. This was later changed to have the unique yellow portal we all use today, along with the visual indicators for colorblind people being added in the update. And speaking of dash, the first spider portal has a blue gravity portal on top of it, which is completely unnecessary because you're already in the right side of gravity in the normal gameplay. There's a theory that RobTop was originally planning on adding a secret coin here, which would explain why he added it and probably forgot to remove it. Did you know that at one point, RobTop intentionally changed the name of a custom level? This is a super rare occurrence as Rob is very stubborn with these types of changes. But when popular creator Funny Game uploaded a level misspelling holiday to holy day, RobTop did him a favor and fixed it for him. Design errors are common in every single game, but this next one makes absolutely zero sense. Because if you put the forward and backward arrows side by side in the level editor, you'll see that they're actually misaligned. Now, I don't even know how this is possible, considering all you'd have to do is literally just flip the sprite. In the how to play tutorial in Geometry Dash's settings menu, it shows a weird version of the ship with only one shaded color. This has obviously been removed in the actual game as we can currently use 2 different colors for the ship, but it's weird how RobTop never updated the how to play screen. I bet one of you still uses only one color though. You monster. Speaking of the how to play section, there is a weird auto practice button which is nowhere to be found in the actual game today. Now, the button does show up in the game files, but there is absolutely no function or implementation of the button in the actual game. And this is because it was replaced by the auto checkpoint button that can be found in the pause menu. Honestly, not having to go into the menu to toggle this would be way better. Please give us the button. On the title for popular demon level Death Moon, you can actually see the check mark is slightly further away from the title text than on other levels. What is the meaning of this? Does it symbolize the infinite gap between you and not sucking? We may never know. Everyone hates the Lenny Face, but if you don't for some reason, you're about to. Because for some reason, this icon has 1 extra pixel on its side. Luckily, this is almost completely invisible unless you zoom in super close. I wonder if this gives a height boost. Maybe I can finally make a triple jump. You've probably played the popular level Unity by Triaxis and Funny Game. It was an extremely revolutionary level for 2.0 with tons of memorable parts. But did you know that at the beginning of the level, there's an Easter egg? Now, if you die at this specific spot due to the troll, the name will change from Triaxis to Fryaxis. And now I'm hungry. In the 5th level of Geometry Dash Base After Base, there is a missing spike early on in the level, and you'd think this would get fixed almost instantly considering it's in a main level, but RobTop is extremely stubborn about fixing these small details. Even though literally everybody complains about it, I guess we just have to deal with this one forever. But that's not the only missing spike error in RobTop's main levels. In Electrodynamics, at the very beginning of the level, you can see a missing spike right here. This one pissed off the entire community, and especially because, like I said earlier, RobTop is super stubborn about fixing his mistakes. Did you know that this ship looks just like Popeye? Well, that's provided you extend it with your own drawing to round off the head like SmegGD did. But now that I've seen this cursed comparison, even if I remove the drawing, it's still there! Ah! You probably didn't notice this, but in levels like Sirius where there are hyphens around the name, you can't actually search it up. This is because the game was updated to where you can no longer title or upload levels with special characters in them. But this has now made searching up old levels with these characters impossible. How will I ever find my favorite level? Pulse rods have to be one of the most useless sprites in the game. This is literally a toilet plunger. I mean, these rods have 3 different sizes. However, only one of them actually touches the ground. The others are just sitting there floating 1 pixel off. Not even the ground wants to touch these toilet plungers. Ew. Did you know that there was once a featured insane level star rated only 2 stars? Nightmare level 1 was a bugged level which was completely auto and it was literally only 2 seconds long. I don't even know how this was possible back in the day, but apparently you can have spaces in usernames because the creator's name was OFC Bart 14GP. Yeah, it's extremely cursed. RobTop loves utilizing tons of different game modes and styles in his levels, but when Deadlocked first came out in 2.0, nobody realized this peculiar fact about the level. Deadlocked is the only main level to not have a single pink orb in it. I'll never be able to unsee this one now. In the main level Theory of Everything 2, there is a background decoration block that is misplaced by a couple of pixels. The worst part is it's not even misplaced by like a normal pixel. It's literally like a pixel and a half. Speaking of Theory of Everything, in the first version, there's also an alignment error with the ground spikes at the part before the drop. Obviously, this has zero effect on how you play this level, but RobTop really needs to fix his eyesight because this is getting pretty bad. You've probably noticed that the started difficulty ratio in custom levels caps out at 10, and you can only get a maximum of 10 stars for completing a demon level. But in the main levels, they cap out at 15 for Deadlocked. This was because RobTop originally intended to have the main levels give you the same amount of stars depending on which level it was on the order and not based around the difficulty. But with Theory of Everything being 12 stars and Electroman Adventures being back to 10, it just gets completely messed up after that, so why even bother? I bet you didn't realize this. But the main menu screen for Geometry Dash has a lot more Easter eggs than it looks like. And one thing you may have noticed was that every time you go back to it after playing a level, it looks pretty different. But this is actually because the background of the main menu will be the exact same as the last level you played. Yeah, crazy, right? If you go on a player's profile and view their levels, you might notice that there's no apostrophe after their name. This has literally been a problem since the game was very first released, and considering how many years it's been since this issue was first mentioned, it seems like it's never going to be fixed. Apparently, RobTop failed grammar class because the main level Can't Let Go is missing an apostrophe as well. Yeah, I don't even know what to do anymore. Like, is he just doing this just to piss all of us off? It's literally one character. Like, why can't you add it? I hate when people correct my grammar, but come on, RobTop, seriously? For the longest time in the gauntlets, the Spike Gauntlet was the only gauntlet with a lowercase first letter, which looked super annoying. But luckily, surprisingly, RobTop actually fixed this, and maybe RobTop did graduate from kindergarten after all. This mysterious player Zelink has 2 levels on his account with the exact same name, which shouldn't even be possible. Normally, if you try to upload a level with the same name, it'll automatically update the first level with the same name. But somehow, Zelink managed to bypass all of that. I wish I could create duplicate names. Then I could finally achieve my dream of writing balls on 100 different levels. This demon has a peculiar fact that nobody knows about. Death Moon is one of the most popular levels in all of Geometry Dash, known for its creative gameplay and unique decoration for 1.9. But did you know that throughout the entirety of the level, it only uses one orb? Yeah, it's this pink orb at 56%. What a lonely guy. Speaking of orbs, apparently creators back in the day just forgot about this fundamental piece of gameplay, because Forest Temple by Michigan has 0 orbs in the entire level. I can't even tell if this is intended at this point. One of the top 10 hardest demons in the game, Slaughterhouse, has a secret Easter egg within the editor. If you turn on hitboxes at this wave part, you can see a hidden snowman. The creator of the level Iced Cave said his name was Snowy Coast, which is a reference to a Team Fortress 2 map. Just look how cute he is. Lastly, did you know that Geometry Dash has been referenced many times in the popular show South Park? There was an explosion made by 2 bottle rockets which caused tons of ashes to fall into the air. And then Mr. Garrison said this.
Winter's back! Wow, it's a black blizzard!
Referencing the popular extreme demon Black Blizzard by Kermel. And there you have it, 31 Geometry Dash things that you will not be able to unsee. Subscribe if I ruined your day.